What's good, everybody on YouTube? It is your boy Jay Budokai here, back to talk about more anime games, and with the recent announcement of Bleach, Rebirth of Souls, and the constant drop of new character trailers from Arc System Works for Hunter x Hunter and Impact, and Bandai Namco constantly showing us how amazing Sparking Zero is going to be. I just want to talk about these three games could be spearheading a new renaissance of anime games, and I just want to explain why I think this is going to happen and what I think this really means for us going into the future of these games. I want to talk about the Bleach game, Rebirth of Souls, first. Shout out the PS2 360 HD for this video that you guys probably looking at in the background with whatever gameplay and raw footage and HD images he was able to find and get together on a little compilation video he has on his channel. I have a description for that, or it's in the description down below if you want to see that. But yeah, just wanted to say that before getting into this. Now, Bleach Rebirth of Souls is going to be obviously the first game we're going to talk about here because of the fact that has the least amount of information out on it already, or I guess as of now. And I really think this game could be a good game. Now, from looking at the graphics, from what we see so far, we can tell it has had some time putting into it. You know, it looks like it's had a little bit of development time, more than I'd say JJK Curse Class, or even games like, most definitely more than games like My Hero. I mean, not My Hero, the One Punch Man game, whatever that was called, the Hero No One Knows or something like that. That game was just abysmal. That is, if you want to know the problem with arena anime fighters, that game and Jump Force are the two games you just need to look at for why these games have been suffering for so long, or anime games in general. And with the recent announcement of Rebirth of Souls and even the Hunter x Hunter game, these games are looking like there's going to be a focus on the gameplay again. You know, not again, but in the first place, and not just the characters. They know, these people know the characters will sell. That's why we kind of see the same thing over and over again when it comes to these games. But it really looking like they are putting the gameplay first now, which is what you should be doing in the first place. Doesn't matter what characters you have in the game. If the game is not good, people will not be playing it. And I want to bring that up when it comes to Rebirth of Souls, because hopefully they know they have to put a good gameplay forward first before, you know, showing off all the amazing characters they have in the game. Of course, that comes with anime games. They're going to be showing off all the amazing characters, which they most definitely have started already doing for Rebirth of Souls, showing off some fan favorites, I guess, and already showing us that this game is going to be flashy. Most definitely going to be flashy, and I'm excited for it. So I'm hoping to seeing some more stuff come out for this. They did say the game is coming out soon, so we might see it by the end of this year even, which is kind of crazy to think about because Hunter x Hunter doesn't have an announcement yet, but they did say it's going to come out 2024. So I'm thinking we're going to get that game towards the end of the year as well. So Q4 this year is going to be crazy with Sparking Zero and Rebirth of Souls and then Impact all probably coming out around the same time. Now, next, when it pertains to Hunter x Hunter and Impact, when you look at this game, kind of like your first glance, it doesn't look like anything amazing. But if we go ahead, you know, we did that one video the other day talking about the developers that are making these games and stuff like that. So that video is most definitely going to be popping up towards the end of this video. So if you stick around to the end, most definitely go ahead and peep that one as well, where I talk about who's developing the Hunter x Hunter and Impact game and what that means and why I think that game is going to be a great game. But SparkNote's version of it is that the Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 guys are going to be making that game, which is a great sign for a team fighter as well, especially if it's going to be any game. I was going to say Hunter x Hunter, but literally anybody for those guys making a game, because you know you're going to have nice, fast gameplay, and it's going to be amazing for an anime fighter to be fast-paced, characters jumping all around. I don't know how strong the assists are going to be, or if it's going to be even as fast as Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but even getting close to that is still really fast for the most part. Marvel vs. Capcom games are just extremely fast and have action happening the whole time on the screen. But so far, the characters look pretty cool for Hunter x Hunter and Impact. We've been getting a lot of little character trailers with them showing them off and showing us what those characters are going to be looking like and how they're going to play, showing us some OTG stuff. You know, you see the characters bouncing, showing us all some nice ultimates and things like that. So this Hunter x Hunter game looks like it has some love put into the gameplay, which kind of goes back into what I was saying, where you want to make sure that the gameplay is good before you show off the characters and stuff, because I think the gameplay is really, I know the gameplay is what really keeps players around, and I know at the end of the day, people are going to be making more anime games if these 3 games sell a lot. That's why I'm thinking these are going to be the renaissance of anime games, because this Hunter x Hunter game, I think, is going to be the biggest and most important one when it comes to bringing the rebirth of anime games, because this is one not I don't want to say touched by Bandai Namco, but it doesn't seem like Bandai Namco's really has a hand into this game at all. And if this game does well, we might see other licenses go out away from Bandai Namco, which gives other companies the chance to make good anime games. And they don't all have to be fighters. I'm not saying that for sure, but I do love when they are. And that's usually the best sign or the best genre for these anime games. So Hunter x Hunter being a 3v3 fighter is also really cool. I think it kind of fits, not kind of, but I think it does fit with the story very well, because we do often see the characters grouped up together and fighting together when it comes to these big fights. Now, I know some of the most dramatic fights in the series are 1v1s, but that's neither here nor there. I just think Hunter x Hunter has a great cast of characters, and we are seeing some of the characters that I predicted in my video as well in some of the trailers already. So I'm really excited to see how this game is going to play out all the way and how crazy the combos are going to be. I think this game is going to be really big on combos. If it's going to play anything like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom, the combos are going to be sick. I think Hunter x Hunter people should most definitely give this game a chance. I think all anime fans should give this game a chance, because it just looks like it's going to be a really competitive game. Not super competitive, of course, because you want to I most definitely believe they're going to have auto combos in this game for sure. If you think about Dragon Ball FighterZ, another ArcSys game, has a lot of auto combos. I know ArcSys is the producer and not really the developer in this game, but they most definitely know how to sell an anime fighter, especially a 2D team one. If anything, if they look at Dragon Ball FighterZ, which I believe has had millions of copies sold, so they have nothing to worry about, or I guess we should have nothing to worry about when it comes to making an anime fighter, when it comes to a team-based game, especially for the Hunter x Hunter game with so many cool characters. This game just looks like it's going to be amazing, and hopefully it is a good game. And I'm telling you guys right now, you got to support this game if we want to see other anime get beautiful gameplay or amazing other third parties coming onto this, and not just Bandai Namco. I think that's really what's holding anime games back, is Bandai Namco is the one making all of them, and there's little to anything challenging them with the anime games in the first place. And I really just think they need someone to challenge them for them to put a lot more effort into these games. Now, saving the best for last is Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Yes, this game is gonna be peak. This game is going to be absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I know I already talked about the last video I made. The only thing that can make this game fail is the netcode. I really believe that, because so far everything else they've shown, or like they're able to show, the game looks amazing. The game has beautiful graphics, has that Dragon Ball feel. I mean, it just looks like they're just teleporting and finding each other all over the place. The game just has all the characters we want / all the characters we need. We got DLC coming out, so there's not anyone they have now. It's gonna have people in the future. The DLC has confirmed over 20 characters already for Sparking Zero, which is crazy, but kind of makes me think at the same time that they have characters they already made that they're just going to wait and announce for DLC, which is kind of wishy-washy a little bit there. That can go in the gray area. But besides the fact, they do that. Fighting game developers already, start making certain characters before they even develop the game, so that they're ready to be released around the time that they want to release them. So it's really not that bad of a thing if you think about it that way. But it is, because they're just getting more money out of us for people they've already have somewhat done. But Sparking Zero is a game we probably don't need to spend that much time on, but it's just another game I want to say to where Bandai Namco knows what they need to do with Dragon Ball games. I believe we know why we don't get really, really bad Dragon Ball games is because they've tried to do games with low effort. Ultimate Tenkaichi and Battle Z. Battle Z is a most definitely forgotten Dragon Ball game, I can tell you that right now. But those games got crazy backlash when they came out. People were not happy with them, and honestly, they weren't great games at all. And the gameplay wasn't the main thing in those games. The gameplay took a big hit with those games, and you could tell. And that's why people didn't like them. The gameplay was bad, or not bad, but just not the greatest when it came to them. And I just want to reiterate, gameplay over characters when it comes to these anime games. And I think us anime fans need to really start, what is the word, or what is the saying goes? Voting with our pockets. There we go. Voting with our wallets, because these games cannot be getting made. Like the JJK Curse Clash game, do not buy any more DLC for that game, please. Because the fact that they're even the fact they're even making DLC for that game is crazy to me, honestly. The fact they're even making DLC, that game got refunded so much. The comments were so overwhelmingly negative on Steam at some point, and even still now to this day, that game is just very negative when it comes to its overall perception here in the anime arena fighter community, I guess, because it just wasn't a good game. It felt very lazy. I not felt, but looked very lazy because I didn't even play the game. I was gonna buy it. I watched some videos on the first day it came out and saw what people were talking about, and yeah, it told me not to spend my money on that game. So that's all you really need to know. But I want to say supporting Sparking Zero is something that's most definitely going to happen. I'd be surprised if this game doesn't sell 1 million copies within the first year, honestly. Really would be surprised. And this game is just looking like it's going to be the best of the Budokai Tenkaichi series ever. It's just all the best parts about the game coming together in a whole, and a little bit of Rage and Blast in there as well, as we see with the transformations and stuff like that, which is awesome. They put all the quality of life stuff that they've learned throughout all these Dragon Ball games all into one, which is exactly what they needed to do to have just the pinnacle of Dragon Ball fighting games come out here towards the end of this year in October. So I'm extremely excited for that. But I really think if these 3 games all do well, and Bleach has amazing gameplay to go along with the amazing graphics and the amazing way to special effects look, and if the Hunter x Hunter game gets some love and the gameplay really is great and really is something that you can sink your teeth into and stick with and learn, then I can see that game doing very well. And we already know Sparking Zero is going to do great. And I'm just sitting here and I want to make this video really to say, if these 3 games do well this year, we could see a plethora of anime games come out towards the next 3 years, or maybe even 4, probably even 5, if they really want to put time into these games to make something amazing. We could really be seeing a renaissance of anime games, a lot getting announced over these next 2 or 3 years, and seeing a lot of animes that people have been wanting to see get good games really get some effort put into them and really get amazing fighters, amazing arena fighters, 3D fighters, 2D fighters, whatever it may be. We might see other people besides Bandai Namco making some anime games. I know Koei Tecmo has done some, like the Fairy Tail games. So overall with this video, I really just wanted to say that these games could really usher us into a new anime game world. So this could change everything. It really could change everything. We just got to support these games, show a little bit of love, as long as they're made good. If the Bleach game is made well, up to standards, we will buy that game, we will play it, and we will sing its praises. If the Hunter x Hunter game is made well, now you got to remember this Hunter x Hunter game, I don't think it has, because Arc System is producing it, there's not going to be a lot of money behind it like with Bandai Namco games like Sparking Zero and even the Bleach game as well. So you might see some of that come out when it comes to the visual graphics and how beautiful the game might be. But I can promise you now, or not promise you, but I can tell you now, the best part about that game will not be the graphics, it will be the gameplay. And that is the #1 thing that matters to video game. Gameplay over graphics at all times. I promise you that will lead us so much further in the world of gaming. If you feel any other way, if you think graphics are over gameplay, I don't want to hear it. It's gameplay over graphics every time. So honestly, Minecraft, that's all I gotta say for that. That game is a huge game, gameplay over graphics. But yeah, support these games, man. I think they're really going to be awesome, and I really think we could be seeing some amazing arena fighters come out in the future that get the love that we've been waiting for certain franchises like One Piece, even Yu Yu Hakusho. That's a game I most definitely want to see. Even the Demon Slayer game, Demon Slayer Hidden Kami Chronicles, was really awesome. I thought the first one, it was really fun and had a really good take on kind of the CC2 Ninja Storm, Ultimate Ninja Storm gameplay feel. And I feel like the game was really underrated when it came to the gameplay. So hopefully we might see another version of that when we see these games do well, and maybe we'll see a new game or a new anime get its own little series, like how Bleach is getting Rebirth their Souls right now. I know Bleach isn't new, but what I mean is like take another shot at becoming a big anime game name, or a big name anime game. Y'all, you get what I'm saying? Like be another Naruto or DBZ where you get the good anime games. And I just want to say thank you for getting this far in the video. It's kind of a short one here, shorter than some of my bigger videos I have, but I just like to get up here and talk about what I'm thinking about. And I really think we have something here, and I just want to tell people to lock in on these anime games. I'm gonna be playing all of them. The one thing about me is I try to play everything. I try to play everything that piques my interest, because I most definitely am a fan of games. And I want to say thank you guys for getting this far into the video. And I did want to say at the end here, I am trying to hit 100 subscribers. I am 3 away from hitting 100, so I really appreciate it if I can get those 3 more subscribers. I hit 100, get the 3-digit number up there next to my name. I would really appreciate that. And I really say I thank you for watching this all the way through. I hope you guys do enjoy this video, and that's gonna be it from your boy. See ya.